Okay, so quick bit of context on this video. 2 weeks ago, I had an idea that I wanted to interview Rob Lipsett. I wanted to do a similar setup to what Shane Dawson did with Jake Paul, because I've had a big interest in fitness for the past 3 or 4 years, and I thought there was a lot of unanswered questions when it came to Rob. Stuff like steroids, fake Instagram, and a lot of hidden topics that aren't really addressed in the fitness industry. That's what this next 20 or so, 25 minutes is about. It's almost like a little short documentary, but it's designed basically for people who want insight into Rob's life. I'm filming this in Paris right now. The next video that goes up after this will definitely be funnier, but until that, you can sit back, relax, and catch up with me basically 2 hours before I was supposed to interview Rob, after I was finished work. Dara's here.
Am I meant to take off my shoes?
Yes, you are actually.
Am I?
Yeah, actually are.
Is that a new thing? No?
No, it's not a fucking new thing. It's always been a thing.
You never told me. You never said I should
face.
take my shoes off. I've
Look
never
how
taken.
spotless this floor is. Do you think it cleans itself?
Do you call that spotless? Okay, first of all, are you nervous?
Yes. Well,
I'm kind of nervous.
I am too. Well, first of all, I have to text him that he knows what time we're coming at.
Yeah.
But I don't actually know where he lives now anymore because he has moved house. I've been sort of struggling with today, trying to figure out what it should be about. Like what angle I should take at it. Because I rang my friend earlier on.
Yeah.
He's like big into fitness. He do like coaching and stuff. And I was sort of asking him, like basically he always seems to have an answer for everything. And I basically want to see if he's actually real. How can I not get a generic answer out of Rob? Because I've been watching Rob for probably 2 years, and every single interview he does, he seems to have like almost pre-baked answers. You can almost tell before he talks what he's going to say. So what I wanted to try and do with this is see if can we actually get something else out of him. Answering the question basically, is Rob all that he says he is online?
Okay.
Or is there stuff behind the scenes that he doesn't normally talk about that we could somehow uncover?
Yeah. Which there obviously is. There's obviously a lot of stuff behind the scenes, but it's kind of what's behind the sceins.
I think the other issue at large essentially is that when he does collabs with other people generally, it's other fitness people who are saying basically by the fact that they're taking part in the video, they're giving this mutual consent that they like each other. Whereas in my case, it's not that I hate Rob. I like Rob, but I'm like more of a detached person from him. Like we've worked together before, I filmed him a couple times.
You're coming from a very different angle, like you're not a fitness YouTuber.
I don't even know if this is gonna be a video, because if we don't get proper answers out of him, I'm probably not gonna...
Could be a bit shit.
Could be a bit shit, in which case I'm not gonna upload it. But if it's good, you're probably watching it now, so there you go. So as you can see, I write like a 5-year-old. But Steroid used to be a big one. Him being a businessman, like a lot of people would say like, oh, he's Rob, he's an idiot, he's like a D4 head. But there's a lot of business smarts there behind it.
So is that a big steroid injection I see there?
What's that on your right arm there, Robert?
Hole?
I'm sort of making this video as well for anybody who, like there's a lot of people who have they hate Instagram for how fake it is. And in some ways, you could see Rob as like the epitome of fake. Like how could anybody replicate meeting Jake Paul in Mykonos, or going to Bali in March, or as he said in his latest video, he's going to Australia for January.
So I want to go to Australia for like a good month as soon as that's all done for. So maybe like mid-January to mid-February.
That's just not something that the average person can do. And it's actually probably not a realistic thing for many teenagers to aspire to do. Like Rob is literally 1 in a million. Like he always says that the fitness industry in Ireland isn't very saturated. It's so ripe for the picking, when in reality Glenn is the only one who's sort of made a dent in that other than Rob. And there is such a thing as being the first. Yeah. And Rob was the first. What's up? Yes, just a bit of a plan for it. We're gonna roll up to your gaff, do a bit of a, bit outside, go in. We're probably gonna want to do a bit of a tour, if that's all right, a bit like what Shane does, and then we'll go down to a bit of a sit-down Q&A. We have lights and stuff, and if you can send me on your address, that'd be sick. And we'll see you for 7:30. Thanks a million.
Road trip for the motherfucking boys.
Oh boys! Roboto Lipsett, we're coming for you. We're going to steal all your protein.
Which, God, Dara, I'm actually a little bit nervous now.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, I love the nervous boss.
So I want to get the good answers out of Rob, you know? I want to do a good Shane Dawson on it.
Yeah, you gotta do this right.
He is the Jake Paul of the Irish YouTube scene. Shrouded in controversy. What knickers does he wear?
Athlete, as you said.
I'm feeling cold, and other than feeling cold, Rob is on his way. And yeah, I just hope I can be myself in front of him. I don't know, I want to be myself. I don't want to just lull into just being like, yeah, Rob, you're great, yeah. Because like, we already know he's fucking great. I thought that was Rob there. Oh, the man, the myth, the legend.
Oh.
So man, good to see you again. How's things?
How are things? Good to see you.
Absolutely. Not much. Yeah, thanks for coming
You're
down.
the star, by the way.
Hey, how's it going, Rob?
How's things?
That's
What's
great.
cracking?
I'm Dara.
Oh my God, so sick.
Can't wait. But so like I try to relax as much as possible in the evening. So you probably in the mornings you see my vlogs and I'm like 3 cans of Monsters and 3D Energy Deep and I'm like, what's up everyone? But now it's the evening, so maybe you'll see a bit more chilled, Rob.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. So yeah, that's just couch there. We've got balcony over here.
The Instagram mirror.
Oh man, that's the most valuable thing in the house.
Selfie mirror here, absolutely crucial, especially if you're in the fitness industry.
And then so we've got out here, which is really nice. Have some morning coffee, overlooking Dublin Bay there, Dublin City in the middle. So yeah, I love this. Kitchen in there.
Cool. This is where the magic happens now, Rob.
I knew you were gonna say that. And then this is where the magic happens.
Had to say that. It's like, you know, everyone when they're doing a house tour, they get to the bedroom, they have to say that. I'm a loser, I'm sorry.
So spare bedroom there, and then this is my bedroom in here. And then just a nice big bathroom in here. And then we got the guest bathroom just behind you there. So yeah, I'm really liking this place, but unfortunately I'll be gone soon enough.
Holy shit, there's a lot of aftershave.
Yeah, I just get sent them. That's why they're not open. Yeah. I'm not actually like, you know, your man at Anchorman, he's like, this one's sex banter. We're 60% of that.
Brian, I'm gonna be honest with you, that smells like pure gasoline.
They've done studies, you know. 60% of the time, it works every time.
And where do you do your cooking and shit?
Right in here.
Oh my gosh.
So
This is where the protein pancakes are made.
this is where lots of macronutrients are consumed. So yeah, just here, and then a lot of time at the moment, with this event, I'll just have like prep meals and stuff. So I got NutriQuick, do my meal prep. So yeah, fridge is a little bit boring right now, but anyways, yeah, that's it.
I love it.
Yeah.
Okay, you turn off there for a bit there. So
That's for sure.
yeah, I guess the purpose of this is like, I just got the 7, by the way. You'd love the 7.
Which the
Hero 7.
Oh my god, yeah, I'd love that. I'm gonna get that when I start traveling again. Yeah.
The stabilization's so good. We had it in the car on the way in.
I actually have looked up reviews on it. It looks sick. Yeah. I'm
Yeah.
still mad into cameras. Like,
Yeah, yeah.
I just bought the Sony RX vlogging camera.
No way,
Yeah,
yeah,
I'm
yeah,
loving
yeah.
it. Yeah, loving it.
Cool.
So yeah, I love the idea of the video. Like, it's like Jake Paul.
Yeah.
It's hilarious.
Inside the mind of Rob.
Yeah, oh, I know. It's so you gotta make an outrageous thumbnail for this. You gotta do that.
You're such an interesting character, right? So, fitness wasn't a thing in Ireland like 4 years ago. All of a sudden, this guy emerges out of the masses, basically, and quickly becomes this like rising star and people who they talk about and stuff. I guess like, was there a moment at which, obviously you were working retail and stuff before you were doing this full time. Was there a moment at which you were like, fuck, I can do this?
Yeah.
Fully now, like.
Yeah, it was the month, it was the day even that my side businesses, so the online coaching, I was selling like LF Gymwear at the time, you know, a few speaking engagements here and there. So I was still working 9 to 6 on top of doing all that. That was like one of the hardest working times of my life, which it was an amazing time as well. But it was when the side gig started making more than, you know, the regular day job, then I was like, that's pretty serious, yeah. And it's like, imagine I put 100% of my time into this.
Yeah, I don't even know how to pivot towards this, but like, I guess Instagram in general is such an interesting topic because so many people have different opinions on it. They're like, some people love it, some people hate it. They think it's like, it's fake, or I was just thinking from my perspective, like I think it's unrealistic for a lot of people in general to think like that life could be theirs if they're in Mykonos or they're in Bali and stuff. What do you even think about that? Like,
yeah, well, I think, you know, everything exists for a reason, you know, like, so for example, it's gonna be a strange analogy, but like 50% of marriages end in divorce, you know, apparently that's a statistic. But there's obviously, so you could just say, oh, marriage is pointless, you know, do away with that. But then it still exists for a reason. So there's obviously a lot of pros to it, and along with a lot of cons. Yeah. So, you know, Instagram and social media, it's still going and it's still massively popular for a reason. So there must be a lot of pros along with the cons. So I think, you know, it's easy to cherry pick, this is wrong with that, that's wrong with that. But, you know, instead, let's look at the pros at it. You know, so much information is so easily accessible now. You can connect with anyone in the world. You know, you can see all these different parts of the world, all these amazing videos, and, you know, learn from different people. So, you know, let's look at the pros instead of the cons.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Right, so you're a very positive person, so that's like a very, I guess, positive answer.
I know, but don't get me wrong, like there's so much wrong with social media, and like it can wreck some people's heads. And, you know, of course, there's so much wrong with it, but I think it's easy to kind of pick apart, but instead, let's just focus on the good part of it. That's what I like to do anyways.
Okay. Obviously, like Photoshop and all that stuff, it's just in general in the fitness industry, it's just like so much of that shit going on. And I was scrolling through your feed and we were like, we couldn't find anything. It was like, Rob doesn't do anything to his photos. The only one that we could find that was like, looked like something might have been done to it, and I'm sure you've seen this. There's one where you out-angled Christian and Ray. Remember that one? And we were trying to look at the bar or something and be like, is the bar moved up or something like that? Like, have you ever been, I'm sure there's been point, like you might have been tempted at some point to do something like that.
Yeah, I know the photo. Christian actually gave me that to post, so I'm like, thanks, Christian. We were in Body Bar at the time. He was like, whatever, yeah, new outfit on. She was like, here, will you post this for me? And I was like, okay, even though I look way bigger than you. But it was just shot with a wide angle lens, and you can actually see in the full outfit, because it was for a banner, that we're in the very right of the frame. So you obviously are into photography.
Yeah,
you know, the wide
round
angle.
side.
Yeah, the round side, so you get dragged a little bit. But like, I'm like, why would I post like this Photoshop photo, and then I've got hundreds of videos, and like I post every day of what I'm looking like and everything. It's like, why would I just randomly Photoshop this one photo? Like it just doesn't make sense. It would be setting myself up for a big fall if I photoshopped all my images online and then I meet people in person, they'd be like, who's this twig? So no, I don't Photoshop my pictures, and I don't care enough to be like, oh, I want an extra inch on my bicep in this photo. I don't care. I'm like, if people don't like my physique, I'm not that caught up in it, you know? So I think people who are like photoshopping their photos, they've probably got some insecurities that they need to sort out. And thankfully I'm a very secure person.
Sorry, you gotta stop photoshopping your photos.
Yeah, come on, man, come on.
What's risen recently has been interesting, where Brandon Harding has come out and said he's not natural.
I've been training 6 years. I've been training naturally for 4.5 years, and for the past year and a half, I have been on that side of things.
Ryan Casey has spoken about it.
So let's get right into it. Have I used steroids? No. Have I used SARMs? Yes.
Your man Filion is basically making like exposing videos of people.
Why don't you reevaluate your strategy and just be a nice, down-to-earth guy that wants to help people, and admit that you're using steroids?
Have you ever been tempted to take them? Because I'm sure you have friends, or you know, obviously you know people, you're in the fitness industry, that do take it, and they're not talking about it. Like, have you ever been tempted to go down that route?
Yeah, for sure. And I've thought long and hard about this. If I ever do like want to take competing really seriously, or if I do want to take my physique to the next level, I'll probably do what like Brandon does. It's been so well received for him. Like, people love honesty. Like, lying will make your life harder. Some people often tell lies to like make things easier in the short term, but it's just going to build up and make your life harder in the long run. So like I honestly, I'm a very honest person. I'm like, I don't care. I'm like, this is the truth. I don't care what you think. You know, it's like, take me for how I am. But so if I do ever go on gear, or, you know, again, take competing really seriously, I'll kind of do what Brandon does, and I just won't claim natural anymore.
Cool.
So yeah,
I think people love it as well.
Yeah, people love it, but right now I'm really happy with how I look, so I don't feel the need to do it at this moment in time. You're gonna like run over to my drawer now, and there's gonna be like steroids everywhere. I'm like, no, don't look at that. Don't look at that.
You find needles in the fucking stairs.
I'm like, not the pantry.
So Rob plugged his book in the video. It was pretty boring, so we thought we could do a better job. Leighton, should we buy Rob's book?
Rob, this is the game plan. I'm already on it, Thomas.
That's my man. And Matthew. Wait, hold on, Matthew?
Thomas, I'm trying to buy Rob's book, just...
Oh yeah.
Just bear with me a second.
Your feelings changed like the weather.
I think Max wins that one. I think like in total mass and leg mass, I think Max has got a more petite leg. Russ Swole is absolutely hilarious. He's always like dancing and singing. He's just a gas character. Oh, at the moment, because I'm bulking, Burrito. Oh, Eminem, I've seen him live. I've just listened to him since I was so young, just the lyrics, everything. Okay, once, it was birthday and Christmas, because my birthday is like around that time of year. Once I came back from like traveling, and my girlfriend at the time wrapped my car. So that was quite cool. Yeah. So that was probably the best one, yeah. The 20k was barbaric. Yeah, that was just terrible. I was like, for 2 days after that, I was like, I am hungover. I was like, I am a shell of a man right now. I'm just in bits. Yeah, the 20k was just, oh my god. Oh god. Yeah, the 10k in 1 hour was brutal as well, but like, it was still like, you know, it digested eventually. I think I'm still digesting that 20k. Yeah.
Going into this, I wanted to sit down with Rob and like ask him some of the hard questions. If there's no negative shit in him, doesn't feel like there's no negative in him. There's no fucking exposing him. Like he just is the way he is. Like I don't think he takes steroids. I don't think he fakes his Instagram post. You just come away from me and I'm just feeling so good about yourself, don't you? Where the f are we going? We're going this way. Inside the mind of Rob is just a badass motherfucker. Is so positive and he's made a life for himself, isn't it? So
I think he's a guy who knows how to put a lot of things in a very, very good perspective.
It's not that stuff doesn't bad happen to him. He's set up his mind in such a way that he can't think of it any other way than constructively.
At least after the fact, you know, he kind of does seem almost infallible, if you get me.
Yeah.
While you're talking to him, but obviously it's gonna phase him as well.
Yeah. But look, guys, that was the video. Hope you enjoyed it. If you can go subscribe to his channel, it's down below. His creator agency is already finished, but you can pre-order his book. I might leave a link to that as well. When am I gonna write a book, Dara?
Never. You can't write.
I can't read either, but I can talk on video. So I'll see you Sunday at 8:30 p.m. Peace.